Welcome to You Can Do It. I'm your host, Chris. In this video, we're going to be installing a Chubby Kat large cat door. We're going to be putting it in the siding. This is made for going into the door, but the way the raised panels are on this door, we're going to go ahead and put it in the lap siding. So we'll show you how you can do it. All right, so the size of this cat door, it's a 7.5 by 10.5. Let's go ahead and unbox it, pull all the parts out. We've got the dimensions online too, so it comes with the template here and your directions. So this is going to be the template. It gives you the corners here of where you're going to cut the door out, so, or the siding. So if you were putting it in a door, you just put the template up on there and trace it out and level it up and cut it out. So we're going to go ahead and cut it out of the siding, but we're also going to put in some trim, because once we install this door, there's going to be gaps on the lap siding, so we're going to show you how to fill those in. All right, so I'm going to take the template and place it on the inside here and trace it. The actual door fits perfect in here. I'd already framed this out for this door to go in here, so I'm just going to trace it out. I'm going to cut it out in here going out this direction so that I get it just perfect, because if I take the template on the outside and I don't measure correctly, I could cut into a stud. So this is going to just be a little easier for installing it in here. Let's see, so I'm just going to measure it, make sure I've got it in there nice and level. All right, so that's the cutout. So I'm going to do a dry fit here. Down at the bottom, it has this little lever here to lock it or open the door. So I have it in the open position so it can go back and forth. So let's just see. All right, yeah, it's going to fit in there nice and snug. So now we'll go on the outside and we'll take the actual finished trim piece out there and see what we need to do. All right, so I'm gonna put this guy on there and just see kind of what it looks like, what we have to do as far as filling in around the flange here. You can see that it's gappy. So the pieces that we cut out, we're gonna use those and we're gonna reverse them and we'll cut them down. We'll cut some smaller pieces that'll slide behind here and fill this in, and then we'll caulk it and it'll be sealed real nice. So we'll go ahead and get started on that. So I've cut all the pieces here that go around the trim. So it's basically reverse siding from what I had here. I'm just taking it, flipping it around, and I'm putting it here. I had to kind of cut the ends off because the siding's pretty long. It goes back up in here. So you got to kind of figure out the thickness that you're going to need. So I've got about a 2-inch reveal coming out. So I'm going to start tacking these up now with the stapler here. Obviously this looks kind of like a patchwork quilt here, but I'm gonna caulk it. I'll caulk all these holes and then we'll paint it. And then once we're done painting, we'll put the whole trim together. But essentially, we're just trying to get a flat surface here, so when we get rain, it'll be nice and solid. So now when we go to caulk, there won't be such a gap going around it. So we'll go ahead and put it together, caulk it, paint it, and we'll show you what it looks like. I've installed all the trim here to go around to make this finish plate here fit nice and flush to the outside. I've got the inside piece here mounted, and that's the piece that has the red lock mechanism on it. That'll go in the inside. So if you want to lock the door, you can. So we're gonna go ahead and install this front piece here, the exterior. You'll just want to make sure you got it kind of lined up. These little tabs here are lined up with the holes. Kind of only fits one way. Reach in, grab the other piece here. Fits in nice and snug. Now I'm gonna go around the other side and put in the 4 screws. Now it is plastic, you don't want to over tighten them if you're using a drill. This lock mechanism here, it's actually kind of unique because if it doesn't just lock this door. Let's say your cat is outside and you're waiting for him to come in, but you don't want him to go back out at night. You can put it into in only to where the door will only actually come in, and once he's in, he can't go back out. And vice versa. If the cat's driving you nuts and you want him outside, it'll say over here out only, so he can only go out but he can't come back in. And then of course you can lock it once the cat's inside. You can just fully lock it, and then you can't come in or out. So that's kind of a neat operation there. Well, he made it in. So we put this pet door in here in our greenhouse, so we get a lot of storms out here. So if we're not home and he needs to get into some shelter, he can actually get in here. He actually likes sleeping in there better than he likes sleeping in the house at times. So this has been a great install here. The cat loves it. He's in there eating right now. I can see him. So maybe you can see in there. Thank you for watching. You can do it. I hope this video helped you so that you can install it yourself.